Okay. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another one. Welcome to the live trading room, ladies and gentlemen. What a pleasure. Before we get started with this guy, don't forget the information we discuss in this video is opinion and should not be construed as advice in any way. All right, everybody, welcome to the live trading room. It is such a privilege and such a blessing to be with everybody here this afternoon. It is the 16th of October. I'm Ashley Reeve, and it is absolutely good and refreshing to be online once again. We're streaming live from Johannesburg, Sandton, stream rolling through the month of October. Man, it's good to be alive. I hope you guys are doing as sensibly as I am. You can put in the chat facility if you don't mind. If you do, that's okay too, yeah? But we got quite a few charts we want to check out, and we want to make sure that the guys are tracking nicely. We'll be looking at your commodities, indices. We'll see if we can put some stocks, but we got to get, all the fast-paced moving instruments or assets in there. We'll be looking for intraday structures, 1 hour down. Obviously, we will be looking at some direction from the higher time frames, but we will definitely be looking at your intraday and doing a bit of riskiness there. I'll be taking on a bit of risk there from a minute frame, and as I mentioned in the, right in the beginning, that if you are happy, just don't construe it as advice. But if you want to trade, that no one is standing in your way, you are able to look at these specific setups, check them out on your device, make sure that you're happy, do your risk management, and if you want to pull the trigger on that because you agree, you're more than welcome to, yeah? I'm looking at quite a few guys, and please don't forget, you can obviously put yours in the chat facility as well. We are open. We want to see what you guys are trading, all right? So just give us just a couple of seconds. Let's wait for, minutes, maybe 1 or 2. Let's get some of the slow pokes coming in, all right? They take a bit of time, but when they get moving, then we get moving, yeah? Please note, guys, whenever I'm analyzing, I will be giving the cue, going to work, and then you'll know we're busy, all right? So let's see how it goes. 1 minute remaining, and we're going to get started, yeah? Let's get moving. Just under a minute there, guys. We are looking at quite a few here. The dollar index at this point in time is, really bearish here today. But it seems to be recovering a little bit now. It's on the 98.330 index point, or the point index. And we got quite a bit of fundamentals that we also need to get to the guys, so you guys can understand why we do what we do. But I am seeing on the chat facility already, Peter, good to be with you there, buddy. I see it NASDAQ, Euro, and so it's quite a bit, yeah. I see Tabatso's with us there, Pete, Aaron, Jules, Chubbs is with as well. All right, man. If anyone else, put it in the chat facility, say hi and where you from. Obviously, we want to give a bit of shout-outs to the guys. Tabatso, that GBP yen, man, listen, that thing's a bit stubborn, yeah. But I think I got some news on the UK, so, that could be one of the reasons why we're seeing this stubbornness come out. And so we're going to see how it goes, yeah? Mr. McCarty's not here today. I hope he's watching and having a chuckle there, right there. All right. Oh, are you saying I must greet Mr. McCowdy? Oh, I know T's having, if he sees that, he's probably having a laugh. All right. Check Aaron there. Oh yeah. Man, it's good to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. King, I see you there. Hey, if you're not gonna have any fun, King, what's the use, yeah? Come on. We about to get started, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, all right, okay, I got you. Hey, T, if you're watching, man, keep sending it. I got you. All right, guys, let's go to work. Let's see what's happening in the markets here. All right. Let's start it off real quickly here with the NZD USD, ladies and gentlemen. Just some fundies around there. New Zealand dollar up for the second day. Around 0.57. I see T's locked in. T's locked in. Peter says hi. Mulenga saying hi there, T. All right, so the Kiwi dollar is up second day. It's at the 0.57. It's supported by a softer US dollar, guys. Local rates in the New Zealand economy, there's rate cuts. It's still expected later this year. And so obviously it is a little bit up because those cuts are only coming out a little bit later. So it looks like we're getting a bit of strength coming there. I got about 30 odd pips here available. I'm not getting in yet. It's currently in the buy zone. I know there's a lot of guys they're going to want to get in now because that's giving us a pattern, a price pattern, a flag pattern. We got that thrust or impulse to the upside. We got a beautiful, beautiful flag right here, guys. And there's absolutely nothing wrong if you're trading price patterns. I mean, if you come to the education sessions with myself and McCowdy, you're going to find it out that we chat a lot about the structure and obviously the price patterns that comes with it. And that's definitely a beautiful push to the upside now. There's three areas mainly here where guys will get in. Number one, they're going to look at, getting in here. Let me just give you the batches here. One, the guys are already going to get in because they've already seen historically that this price pushes up from there, right? Batch number two would be when price breaks the trend line. That would be batch number 2, all right? And then we got the conservative fellows that's going to wait for batch 3, all right? And that's going to be above the 0.57715. King, I got you there. Don't worry, I saw you, okay? I saw it there, my brother, all right? So that's 3 areas where the guys are going to get in, 1, 2, and 3. And it's important, guys, that you understand this, all right? So here, if you get in there, that's about 67 points or pips from the break of that trend line. That's about 50 pips, and after 0.577, that's about 33 pips there. So it's about between 30 and 60. That's the range that you're looking for, right? And obviously we're trading the 1 hour move. That is 7 days ago. That is the move there 7 days ago, looking for a correction from that area to that area. RSI is showing us a lot of divergence here, all right? Price is going up there, and price over here is coming down. So we're seeing that there's definitely a possible move here, guys. And reasons why I'm using indicators as of late. I'm not really an indicator person. But the reason why we're using it is because we want to let the guys know that just because we teach a lot of market structure does not mean we don't know how to use indicators. It doesn't mean we don't know different strategies. It's just we stick to a lot of core components that helps traders become independent quicker, sooner, rather than later. Because when you focus on too many strategies and your mind is just so much info in of who's doing this and who's doing that, it puts you at a disadvantage. So we use it, here and there so the guys can see. We know it's just a matter of how you train the guys, yeah? So NZD USD, guys, looking for a long up there. The dollar seems to be strengthening a little bit, although showing rejection. We're going to see what happens in the session. All right, it's 14.12. We're going to have a look. Let's go to work. Let's go and look at some of the charts within the chat facility, and then we're going to push in. I'm going to start with the Tabatso. Let me just get in with the GBP yen because it's already prepared. All right, so GBP yen, look at this. This was Tuesday's, to the move to the downside. If I am correct, and I stand to be correct, Edgar was the trader that brought this up, holding some sells in GBP yen. I have some fundamentals on the yen. It is firm at the 151 per dollar. Although there's a lot of political uncertainty at this point in time in Japan, traders unwinding bets, which is tied to the, I don't know how to pronounce this, I'll just call it the Taikachi leadership risk. There's a specific trade that is actually going down with that. You can have a look at that as well, go into some research. It's pretty popular right now, but there seems to be a bit of strength still in the yen. That's why we're seeing it's really not giving way to the pound, even to the USD. Even although it has gone up a bit, we are still seeing the downside. As a matter of fact, the yen has actually reversed now. That entire jump, that gap that was in the NZD JPY. And if I can just show it to you, actually, let me just show that to you. Can I just, where is it now? There we go. So here you can see the NZD JPY has actually reversed that entire gap. It took a bit of time, a couple of days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then obviously today 6. Early this morning we saw it reverse. But if you look at the GBP yen, it's not yet gone to that place. So this is a fantastic opportunity. The only thing is we've not broken below the 201. It's the same area that was not broken on Tuesday. So we're still looking for that break below 201.327. It is highlighted. I did not take it off. And there's quite a few I have not taken off, which we looked at on Tuesday because I want the guys to see the traction. I want you to follow. I want it to be progress. And so obviously you can see we've not broken beneath there. So we're going to wait for that one. All right. I got Pete on for the NAS 100. Crazy one here, Pete. Just watch out for it because it's already retraced a 21-day move. This was a 20. This marks now, well, obviously 22, maybe even 23. If you look back, all right. So if you look at this, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And then if I move this here, this is going to be the 7-day movement. I got to move it up one here. That's 14 days. And then here I got 21 days. So here's 7, 14, 21. You can see price on the NASI has come all the way back and retested even the 21-day area or period. Now, guys will use indicators, averages for this. I use the specific chart. I'm looking at the price because I want to get those highs and those lows, which the average may not necessarily give you in its entirety. But what you can do is, from a technique perspective, use the main chart and use the indicator window as well, so you can double up on what you want to see in terms of highs and lows. And here we've really pushed down. This is a low. We are creating a lower high. All right. Massive momentum, and there's already from a daily perspective 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th day. All right, Pete, that price is failing to push to the upside. Now, Ash, talk to us about that upside. There is a high there at 25.095. All right, and at this point in time, buddy, I'm not seeing price really push to the upside right now. Even although the NASI is at all-time highs, this correction is massive. Look at that drop right there. It's actually the equivalent of 2 candles. You can see it right there, 2 candles. So we're still expecting some downside back to 24216. In fact, Pete, let me hook you up, brother. 24216.26. Watch that area very, very, very closely, especially at 3:30 today. I'll look back on that one for you. All right. I also saw there was a Euro AUD there, and the Euro USD. I have them prepped. The Euro AUD here is really disappointing me. I'm still seeing the downside here because on the indicators, we are seeing that price is showing us that there is divergence. We just needed to push a little bit further down, all right? On the daily frame, you can see that price has given us a massive candle to the upside. We've got another higher low there. I still see a bit of a correction coming in here, all right? It's just a matter of time when. The only way I will really get out of this trade here is if price pushes and closes above 1.79930. That's when I'm going to get out of the Euro AUD. At this point in time, I'm still stuck in my way here with some movement to the downside. The only way I get out of this one is if I see a close above 1.79930, and I'm not worried about an hour frame. I'm worried about, well, I'm going to use the word worry there very loosely. All right, guys, we don't worry anymore. All right, which is more strategic now. I'm waiting for the higher time frames to close above there, something like a 12-hour or 8-hour, if or even a 6. If that can close above there, then it's break of structure for Ash. I'm out. I'm not getting back. I'll take it on the chin, no problem. On the Euro USD though, beautiful. I've already gotten out with some profits here. I'm seeing another trade develop. We're seeing price go all the way up to 1.17152. This is the trade of Tuesday that we discussed. Correlating this with GBP USD, already took profit on the 1.34 at the GBP USD, but let's quickly finish up Euro USD, all right? So from a 7-day perspective, if you count it back, all right, you're using today, all right, you're using most current price, so that's 2, that's 4, 5, 6, and 7, all right? So there we go. There's the 7th place. Let's confirm 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we're looking for price to, correct back to the 1.17152, which is a 7-day period. That's a week, all right? It's setting up. You can see it. Look at that beautiful move there. We've already created a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and we are expecting another extension to the upside. All right, that's the Euro USD. So if you're there, beautiful. Some fundamentals on the euro, so that you do know, strengthened against the dollar to 1.16, where we can see it now. It was boosted by the French political relief there, a change in leadership structure, and then obviously the US dollar weaker after the Fed hinted at those rate cuts due to the labor slowdown. Guys, don't forget, if there's more people employed, there's more spending. Inflation goes up. If inflation goes up, guess what? Then they have to hold on those specific rates to cut them. And so then we could see a totally different thing or picture when it comes to the dollar. At this point in time, we are seeing a softer dollar, stronger euro, but that does not mean it happens against the AUD, because I got some intel on that AUD as well. But let's stick to the Euro USD for now. Still looking for that long. Just for some of the guys that want to know where some entries could be. Many guys are going to get in now already. They feel like, listen, price has come up quite a bit already, corrected. That's batch number 1. Batch number 2, I'm looking at an hour frame, zooming in right there. That's going to be batch number 2, 1.16746. So we're going to wait for this one right here. That's the one Ash is going to wait for. I needed to break above that 1.16746. Let me do you guys a solid, and let's put it in there, 1.16746. There we go, right there. So that's the Euro USD, looking for a long right there. GBP USD already pushing up very nicely, took profits at 1.34, 160. I'm looking for my trade number 2 now, all right? I'm looking for trade number 2, looking to go and rest there. Pigeon sit at 1.34807. I forgot the 4. Apologies. There we go. 1.34807. That's the GBP USD. There's a couple of pips here, guys, about 50 pips or so, 52 pips up for grabs on the GBP USD, yeah? Got you on the USD ZAR, my friend. Sure, I see you there. Good to see you, my friend. USD ZAR. Let's check it out, King. Let's see what's cracking right here. Let's see what's cracking right here. USD ZAR, 1730 at the moment. Let's see. Let's go to work. Woof. This is going to confuse a lot of guys. Lots of them. So what you want to do sometimes is just contract that chart so you see what you're working with, yeah? Let's go to work. All right, so at this point in time, beautiful movement. See, guys, you're trying to work with more, the most recent price. All right, guys. So right now, what's critical about this? That's a 21-day high, and we're currently seeing that price is at a 14, coming to a 14-day support. You can see it there. Let's put a RSI in to see the overbought and over. I mean, look at that. It's absolutely overbought here. We are seeing a stronger rand. It's coming in. Some of the guys might even see this as a descending triangle. Remember, guys, the great thing about the Academy is that, when the competency is there, it brings so much wealth to the trader, yeah? Irrespective of what level you're at. Some guys are here for opportunity. Some guys are here for education. Other guys are here for insight and, by all means. So we're seeing a descending triangle. That is a sign of somewhat bearish activity. But you know what, King? I'll do you this solid, my friend. We're waiting for 17.25, all right, to be broken. Once that area is broken, all right, my friend, 17.13 seems to be the area to be. 7.13, that looks like the place to be. Then it means we're going to a 7-day, a weekly support. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. I like the setup quite a bit. I like it quite a bit, but we're going to need that break. Now, guys, remember, there's guys that are watching it like this, all right? There's guys that are watching it like this. Let me show you. So that's a very important area for some guys. That's a very important area for some guys. And they're not going to get in until you get price literally come down and give us a fresh load over there, right? Now, the low that I'm referring to is either a wick that moves down, because that's a sign. That's a very, very aggressive and risky guy. You'll go in with the wick. There's more conservative guys, all right, that's going to wait for the close. That close, I want you to pay attention to this. This is an hour frame that we're watching. So any candle beneath a 1 hour time frame will suffice, all right? The only time that we will not look at this specific zone to go for a short is if we get a candle that's much larger than a 1 hour close above 17.38, because then it means this structure has been violated. I'll say it again. If we get a candle higher than the 1 hour that closes above 17.38079, that means this structure, which is now bearish, has been violated. So you're not looking for shorts no more. Now you're looking for price to go back to the specific high over here at 17.46. All right, I hope you got that, my brother. And everyone else that's also watching this, the USD ZAR, I hope you got that. All right, we're going to go to work. Let's see what else is there, yeah? So there's nothing yet, guys. The NZD CHF is another one I'm watching here. I'm waiting for 0.45918. I got about 10 to 11 pips before price breaks above there. If the Kiwi continues to strengthen in this session over here, I'm getting in with a buy right there. 0.45918 NZD CHF, and I'm looking to take this sucker all the way up for about 49 to 50 pips to 0.46419. All right, let me just get that in there. So let me do you guys a solid. 0.46419. All right. 0.46419. That is the area that we are looking for right there. I got you, King. I got you. All right, guys. So don't forget. We need the break and the close above. All right. So this area here, we need price to break above that zone, this high and this high. If it takes that out, we push to the upside. All right. Let's get to that gold price, guys. Now, here we are seeing something very interesting with the gold price. On the hour frame, you can see price has moved up a little bit. It's actually pushed up. Look at this. It's pushed up right there above this high that I have. I am looking for 4189 to be broken. Now, if you look at it from this angle, I want you to watch carefully. This, at this point, is a false breakout. There's a false breakout that just happened here. This is a false move. When I say false move, it's pushed higher, yes, because of transactions, all right, that has obviously pushed the price to the upside. Now, if this is not a false move, then what happens is, and I said this to the guys the other day, all right, I said, how do you know it is a false move? It's when price fails to break that same high it created a second time. So the first time it broke up, we can see it. The RSI is showing us that there is still movement to the downside. Look at that over there. There's a lot of divergence that is happening here. There we're going up, but here we're coming down. So this is a false move to the upside. Now, the only way it will not be false, which is what you got to wait for. You got to wait for price to create another high above 4247. If price, and that's the current high, if price breaks and closes above that, I'm not referring to a wick, ladies and gentlemen. I'm saying if there is a candle body that closes above that high, then the true direction is continuing, all right? And that means we got to push further to the upside. However, at this point, I'm looking for some shorts. Even although the dollar is not as strong as what we would like it to be, I can see here you can trade, obviously, using your device, guys, your mobile phone. You can use your PC or your laptop. It's great to have, your MT5 with TD obviously connected to your mobile device, so you can always monitor it, yeah? And so this specific correlation between the US dollar and the gold is imbalanced. If I remember correctly, even last week, T spoke about it, all right? And that the correlation, because of the government shutdown, the rate cuts, etc., investors looking for safe haven because of the demand, safe haven assets because of the demand, it's really pushed the correlation out. There's an imbalance. So we can see the dollar is not performing in the way we would like it to perform because of what's happening. So we are not trading, or I'm not looking at the gold with the USD JPY. I've separated them. All right. I have separated them. So I'm looking for a short here. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to extend, all right, this triangle here. I'm extending it to this high there. All right, that's what I'm doing. And then I'm looking for a 15-minute touch here. You can see it. It's actually already touching. If I zoom in here, hold on, let me just do this. It's already touching right there. It's already touching. All right. So I'm leaving it as is. And now I'm going to look for a new place. I'm looking for a new place. I got to move this up now because price has moved up a little bit. So my area needs to change now. Now, if you guys are in our classes, you will know that we're always speaking about adaptability. And this is one of the things that many traders don't want to do, all right? And guys, speaking with the beginners, when we have our classes, we always tell them that trading is actually quite a reflection of what human beings do in real life, right? Real time, real talk. Is that some people are very stubborn. They don't want to move away from what they believe. And granted, maybe it's a good thing. But many a times when you're not willing to be flexible, you lose out. So if you take that contextually back to the charts, I've just moved my entire setup and adapted to what the market has showed me. I was at the 441 area. I've now needed to push up to the 42. So now I'm looking for an area that is in between. And I'm taking my Fibonacci, and I am now finding a much closer area where I can exit, all right? And that will be at I'll write it. I'll actually put it and do you guys a solid so you can see it. And guys, we want to keep it online, all right? So we are keeping all of this online so you can go and watch it later later, all right? Let me just be simple with that one. So you can go and watch it and you can refer back to it. So 4155.05 is the zone that I'll be looking to exit. All right, guys. Now, the great thing about the gold price is it's a very big commodity in terms of, look at the price, $4,200 per ounce, right? So there are so many levels in between that you can take your profits at. You don't have to wait for 4155. You can take your fib and you can extend it here again, cut halfway. You can go and cut it again, get the halfway, and you can literally scale down. You can actually scalp as price is moving down. Right now, what price is showing us is that it's taking us back to the high. Remember I said false move? If it breaks and closes above. Now you can see here, there's no candle that has closed above. It's just rejection. Look at that. All of it. It's just rejection. You see that? I'm going down to the shorter time frames. There's no candle above it. So that is the top side of it. Look at that. Look at that. So if we get a candle closing beneath it, all right, we will then come, above, we will come and tackle it, and I'll show you what we do. So for gold right now, there is a wait, all right? It's 14:32. We got an hour until the New York session starts, all right? And we'll take it from there. USD JPY is the next one, guys. Now, as you can see, on Tuesday, we did have a sell here. We moved from 151.600 to 150.661. It actually did that. It actually went down to our area. But look at when it went. Today is Thursday, there's Wednesday, there's Tuesday. So Tuesday, this is where we were. We wanted the break on Tuesday. We wanted the sell on Tuesday. But look when it happened. It started on Wednesday the next day. Are we together? So Wednesday it started, and then today it finished up that specific move, ladies and gentlemen. So we're expecting then price to come back down further. We're looking to go down to the 148.892. Listen to what Ash is telling you. We were here on Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. We wanted the sell on Tuesday, all right? In this session, we wanted that sell. Price only started moving the next day. Today, the move actually completed. So with that understanding, this is a technical move, all right? There's no US report that's coming out right now, so we're still interpreting it from a technical perspective here, ladies and gentlemen. So 148.892. Need I remind you, it's actually needless to say, there's nothing wrong with holding a trade, ladies and gentlemen. It all depends. What style are you adopting? Are you scalping the market? Are you going to swing the market? Are you going to hold some positions? It's up to you. It's up to your schedule and what you have, yeah? So we're gonna wait for 150.661 to break again. Once it's broken, Pansy. That's USD JPY. Similar thing on the AUD NZD. This sucker just did not want to come down, but we are still waiting for it. We're waiting for it. We hope the Kiwi can actually strengthen, because we got about 122 pips to get moving here. I'm going to do you a solid 1.12795 AUD NZD. Looking to take it. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. 1.11551 right there. That's what we're looking for with the AUD NZD, yeah? All right, let's move on to the next. USD Swiss franc. We're going to correlate this. On Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, we had, something in mind here. Now watch. Very similar to the USD JPY. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. We were here. What did we wait for? We waited for a push to the downside. Tuesday didn't give it to us. Look what happened yesterday. Broke, and today we've hit our mark. 2 days later, ladies and gentlemen, that this move came. I left this on intentionally. on purpose so that you guys can see that many a times, even when we come into a great session like this where we're looking for fantastic opportunities, in that specific moment we might not get that trade, that good setup that we are waiting for. All right, something similar to the USD JPY. It absolutely crushed it today and we needed to wait 2 days. The beautiful thing about what we're showing you is that you don't have to wait 2, 3, 4 weeks. You can wait just 2 days. All right, rather making a big salary in 2 days instead of waiting for 2 months. So you got to look at it from a different context, yeah, or premise. The AUD Swiss franc, I'm also looking at some buys over here, guys. You can see now I have to move it now because this was 714.21. So if you look at it, there's 2, there's 4, 5, 6, 7. I removed it this morning. Apologies. So 0.52096 is the area that we need to beat. 0.52096 is the area to beat. Now, if we do that, if we can break above this area here, we're looking at a beautiful move of about 89 points, 89 pips back up to that zone over there. Now, there is currently, another area that you can look at to exit a little bit earlier on, which is a 40 pip mark because, well, actually not, it is. If it's 90 pips, then we're looking at about 45 pip of an exit, a 45 pip if you cut that sucker in half. And if you do that, look at this. The zone is close to the 21-day area right there. So that becomes the first take profit zone that you can look at, all right? 0.52542. That's the first area right there. Second zone right here, guys. Let me do you a solid 0.52990. There we go. So at this point in time, everything is purely technical, guys. Price is not moving at this particular moment. We're not seeing anything rush up anywhere, all right? But let's do a quick loop round and see all the ones that we have been checking now. Let's see if there's anything in the making that we can take right now, all right? Give me a second. All right, so USD ZAR, you can see it. It's still standing still at 1730. NZD, USD, the guys that have already gotten in with batch 1. There's a bit of movement here, guys. Let me just take this moving average off. Let me take this off so you can see it better. On a 15-minute frame, guys, you can see we're still stuck in that specific area. NZD, CHF, nothing there yet. Euro, USD, there is nothing here yet. It's 1439. GBP, USD, you can see we're still stuck here. 15-minute time frame, we're still stuck. We're in consolidation right now. Euro, AUD, nothing has moved here as of yet. GBP yen, we still stuck at that same resistance that we had on. The gold price, this one looks better. This one looks better. Look at that rejection there. See that? Look at that rejection. So see that false move. Went out and came back in again. Look at that. Look at that. Went out and came back in. So let's quickly look at this. This might be a beautiful trade for some of the guys. This might be a beautiful trade for some of the guys. Let's see. No. That's not the one I want. I want the candle timer. So there's 8 minutes left right there, right now, before this one closes. There's 8 minutes left before this one closes. If we get a close beneath 4236, if we get a close, look at this now. Let's go for a lower time frame now. I'm going for a 3-minute frame here. If we can get a close beneath here, guys, that is a sell to 4212, 4212, 4212. If it closes beneath, it's going to be a risky one, yes, considering the fact that this is still a higher low. Do you see that? It's still a higher low. There's a higher low there as well. So essentially, if we close beneath this area, that's going to be batch number 1. Then I have a batch number 2. This will be batch number 2 right here. Price beneath 4221 because then it would have taken out that higher low right there. So this is for the batch number 1s. If price closes right now, we've got 1 minute left. 1 minute, 3 seconds left here, guys. 1 minute, 3 seconds left. That was a false move. It came back in again. Let's see, 55 seconds left, 55 seconds for batch number one. For batch number one, batch number one. Batch number one, batch number one. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Come on. Let's see, batch number one. Very risky this one, guys. 32 seconds. 30, come on. All right, 20 seconds for the batches number ones. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. You see, you see. Look at the rejection, come on. 9, 8, 5. Look at the rejection, ladies and gentlemen. 2, hey. See the guys are in now. Wait for the correction, there's a correction coming. Let's see. This is a risky one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, this is a risky one. It did close beneath. It did. Now watch this. The next candle here, there's 5 minutes left. For the guys that are still looking for batch number one, there's 5 minutes left. If a 6-minute candle closes beneath the same area here, that's 2 candles down below. That becomes another entry for some of the guys, because I know that guys want some follow-throughs, all right? Many traders want follow-throughs. Some will go on the first candle, others will wait for a second, and there is even a third candle some guys will wait for, but the third candle will be on the much lower time frames, like the 2 minute or the 1 minute. Now look at that now, watch. Look at it, we got 5 minutes left. On the 3 minute, if you go down to the 1, look at that. This is batch number one now. Batch number one. Let's see where it closes, ladies and gentlemen. Expect the resistance from that support, yeah? All right, let's see what Euro USD is doing. GBP USD. Whilst we wait for gold. Just something on the pound here, guys. The index, the FTSE 100, slightly lower for the second day. A couple of companies there, like your White Bread, your Croda. They fell by 8%, Croda by 2%. The weak German performance, actually, that Wood Bread. And then we got the pound. It's holding at about 1.34, which you can see right there now, guys. GDP data. For the UK, the economy grew a little bit there, guys. 0.1% expanded in August. And so obviously traders are pricing in the Bank of England cuts in 2025. The IMF is looks like they're warning that inflation is still high, so there's some cuts. So which means we're trying to get as much from the pound now, all right? So if GBP USD looks like it's pushing up, GBP yen should be affected, but we're gonna wait for it. Let's look at that silver, that gold price. Look at that now. Look at that. 19 seconds. Let's see where it closes. 17, 16, 14:44. That's the time. Look at silver doing nothing. Silver doing nothing. USD JPY doing nothing. It's just the gold price. I told you that there's an imbalance here. USD ZAR, nothing here yet. NZD USD, nothing. It's all technical right now, guys. All right, gold price. Looks like we're pushing down. There's 2 minutes left. If there is a close like this beneath, beautiful setup for the batches number one. If there's anyone here with batch number one, don't be shy. Let us know if you got in with batch number one there, yeah? I'm waiting for this close. If you did get in, you should be in profits right now with gold. If you got in now, you should be in profits right now. Shira, you in on one? Are you in profits? Are you in profits with one? You should be if you got in, yeah? We got 2 minutes left until this candle closes, ladies and gentlemen. In and out. All right. Watch it. 2 minutes left. Expect the resistance, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever you're trading lower time frames, expect the resistance. They are fragile. The levels get broken far quicker on shorter, smaller minute time frames versus your hourlies, your daily, and your weekly, obviously. They're very fragile. These levels, they are very, very fragile. So be very careful here, all right? There was a move to the upside. We came back down. Let's see what happens. Make sure your stop loss is in place. Do risk management here. 1 minute, 20 seconds left. Let's go. NAS 100 approaching that resistance again. We're going to see what happens here because it looks up, but we needed to break above before we push to the upside. All right, before we push to the upside, silver, nothing's happening here at this point in time. But it definitely looks like there's some downside still to come here. Let's see. Yeah. Looks like there's some downside coming here. So 3 days, 1, 2, 3. All right, we're gonna take it from here. We're gonna take it from here. Right there. Let's go to work. $52.745. It's enough. 38 pips. Waiting for a break beneath 52.745. Break below 52.745 to 52.38. That's silver, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go look at the gold price. It's still struggling at that area. Look at that. Still struggling there, yeah? All right, let's loop around once more, guys. Let's loop around. NZD, JPY, nothing here. NAS, nothing here. Man, it's all technical. AUD, Swiss franc, nothing there. USD, Swiss franc. Still stuck in that same area right there. All is technical. AUD, NZD, nothing here yet. USD, JPY has retreated. Gold, still stuck right there. GBP, Yen, still stuck. Euro, AUD, still stuck. Man, GBP, USD, still stuck. Euro, USD, still stuck. NZD, CHF, we haven't moved yet. NZD, USD, nothing. USDs are nothing. Guys, we've not moved an inch yet. It's now 14.50. It's all technical. This is all technical, guys. All of this is technical. All right. All of it is technical. All right. AUD USD. Let's see what's happening here. AUD NZD. AUD USD. AUD USD. Let's get to work. Yeah. Yeah, no. We're consolidating here. We are consolidating. Ladies and gentlemen, get yourself into our classes. Oh, yeah. Get yourself into our classes. Speak to your account manager. Woo. Woo. Look at this. And if you don't know, now you know. Absolutely stunning, man. Jeepers Creepers. You guys remember that movie? Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers, man, look at this. Look at this. There is upside here from a price pattern perspective. From a price pattern perspective to all the guys that are into that. I think we're going up further though. Caloran. All right, 0.65. I'm going to give you two areas, all right? 0.65, 670. That's trade one right there. Do you guys see 65144? So what we would need to, you see this area here. We would essentially need to break. Now you can choose, you want the high? No, that's enough. No, this is enough. This is enough. From here, beautiful. 0.65322. Absolutely stunning setup. So if price can come up, bounce from there, come up, right there, that's over 30 pips, almost 40 pips. Back to that zone there. Beautiful setup, by the way. Beautiful setup. Look at this. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And then once it hits that zone there, we could go further up. Back to that area over there. All right, that's the AUD USD. Let's go back to that gold price. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the gold price. It's like it's setting up to push. Look at that. Back to the downside. Let's wait for it. Silver, let's see. Come on. Nothing yet. It's all technical, guys. Jeepers. Look at this. All right, let's go through them. Look. NAS, nothing there. All right. Silver, nothing there yet. AUD Swiss franc, nothing. USD Swiss franc, nothing. AUD NZD, nothing here yet. But this move, Ash is interested in this move. AUD NZD. Oh, that's a beautiful move. USD JPY, nothing here yet. Gold, nothing here yet. This was batch number 1. All right. Definitely a lot of fighting happening there. GBP Yen. Nothing here yet. Euro AUD. Nothing here yet. GBP USD. Some movement there now. So above this zone here, 1.34475. There we go. 1.34475 right there. That is a beautiful place to get in. And from there to there is about 32 pips. Very nice. Euro USD. Yes, we're just waiting now for that batch number 2. Look at that. There we go. So ones, they should be in profits now if the guys got in at 1. Like I told you, they're looking for, something like this, where you have an impulse to the upside, you have your correction. So the guys that got in at 1 should be in profits now. The 2s are still coming. NZD CHF, nothing there. NZD USD, nothing here. 1s should be seeing slight profits if they got in here at the bottom. 2s, break of trend line. 3, break of resistance. USD ZAR, King, nothing here yet. AUD USD, nothing here. Guys, everything is technical at this point in time, man. You know, what would have been fantastic here today, not today, but for this past week, would have been the labor report that's obviously delayed or cancelled, as well as the CPI. Yeah, the CPI and the NFP would have given the market some good money, but you know, because of that delay, you know, a lot of guys obviously would look to just wait a little bit and see how price forms and then get in. So this is purely technical. All right, one more loop here, guys. One more loop for the guys. NAS, nothing running here at this point. NZD JPY, I'm looking for the long, but nothing here yet. Silver, this one looks like it's coming down nicely here. So please, 52.745. 52.745. AUD Swiss franc, nothing there. USD Swiss franc, nix. AUD NZD, nothing. USD JPY here, nothing yet. There we go. The gold price is coming down here. Shira, are you still in there? If you're still in there, there should be something there. All right. Coming down here. Beautiful. It's going to be a fantastic move to the downside. GBP and nothing. Euro AUD, nothing here yet either. It's all technical. GBP USD though. There we go. Going up. Still looking for those longs, guys. Still looking for those longs. Euro USD the same. Profits here. Euro USD. GBP USD profits. NZD CHF nothing, NZD USD nothing. So the one that is giving us moves now: GBP USD 1, Euro USD 2, gold price 3, silver 4. So it's silver, gold. So silver down, gold down, Euro USD up, GBP USD up. Those are the 4 that's giving us movement. Please check it out. 3:30. Check out the US Open. Expecting movement over there because price has not actually moved today. Look at this. It's been consolidating. So we're expecting some movement in the US Open. That's at 15:30. 15:30. Please make sure you check that out. I'll say it once again. Gold seems to be coming down now. Silver coming down. Euro USD going up. GBP USD going up. That's it from me here this afternoon, guys. Pure technical moves, no fundamentals. What a pleasure. Came to share some insight. Hope you got something. Make sure you tune in once again next week. All right. Every Tuesday, every Thursday, 2 o'clock, right here, YouTube. Such a pleasure. If you'd like to open up an account with us, if you don't have one, guys, www.tdmarkets.com. Email us at care@tdmarkets.com. Our super support team is waiting for you. Thanks a bunch. What a pleasure. And once again, what a blessing. Thanks, guys. Ashley Reeve, and I'm signing out. Ciao, ciao.